All right. Okay. Approaching it from a different direction today. Al Part 2 with Ricky Vaughn, the Thor hammer. All right, here we go. All right, today we're going to approach it from a different angle. We're going to do the top of the owl's head. I'll show you in a second. We're doing in between the owl's ears, right here. And I'll show you like a different view in like a minute, I guess. Or two. All right. So I hope everybody's having an excellent day. Preseason NFL football's on tonight. Booyah! If you ever want a good arm workout, do this. You probably do this thousands of times a day. You get like these little tiny wood chips that come off. But if you really hack into it, that's when the wood splits. Like if you're like bam, bam, bam to try to get like big pieces of wood, that's when like the wood splits and the entire carving's destroyed. So you got to go like little chunks, like little chunk by chunk by chunk. That's why to finish this owl, it's going to take like 40, probably 50 hours of carving. And that's like actually carving hours. That's like not taking lunch breaks and things like that. That's why a lot of those guys in those mountain towns that carve the bears, they use chainsaws because they need to make a living off of this stuff, and they don't want to take, 40, 50 hours doing this little tiny work, getting up clumps like this. They want to just hack into it with the chainsaw so they could save like 30, 40 hours, So, it's cool, man. An old chap of mine, he saw my video yesterday. I already have a blister. I already have a water blister. An old chap of mine that I've known for many years, he saw my video yesterday, and he said he's in New Hampshire, and he actually just passed by a mountain town, and he saw this guy with the chainsaw carving, and he was carving a bear. And I was like, yeah, that's all they carve, man. I was like, one time, it was like a year ago, I was in North Carolina in this town called Murphy. And the town is like historical for, it's a pretty big chunk. The town is really known for its chainsaw wood carvings. And a couple of the artists there, carved like Native Americans and like elves, like trolls for like Gandalf the Greys, like wizard people. So that was pretty cool. Seeing a couple of like Gandalf the Greys. All right. So as you can see, if you do this for a couple hours in a row, I've been doing it for about an hour and a half now, 2 hours now. You do this thousands of times. That's why I'm getting a water blister. And that's why after doing it for a couple of days, I start shaking. Like I have kind of like Parkinson's shaking because your hand is so used to hitting with the hammer. Your hands just start to shake even if you're not, carving. Let me show you what's going on. And that'll probably be the end of the video. So right now, it's the owl. And we're doing right now this stage right here in between the ears. And the ears, it's going to be in between the ears, and you have a straight 90-degree line somewhat. And yeah, I'm Scandinavian, so I think in one of my past lives I was like one of those ship carvers for the Vikings. And then you'll see that if you look, it goes up about, I don't know, a couple of inches from the head. So I left this space. So that's the top of the head. And then it'll go up a couple of inches. So it'll look like the ears of an owl. But if I bring it down all the way down here, it'll look like the ears of a cat or the ears of a pit bull or a dog. So you have to be really careful with how you're doing it. But this doesn't match up to this, so I'm gonna go with that design, not this design, because that doesn't really look like an owl, but this does. So I'm gonna go with that design, and I'm gonna chop the ears down to like that. So, and this is what it looks like from the side. Working all the way down, and those are the wood chips, and that's the carving tools. And yeah. So anyway, so that's it. I hope everybody's having a good day. And the mosquitoes aren't that bad tonight, even though it like rained for a little bit, but the mosquitoes aren't too bad. All right, guys, have fun. Peace.